Pragmata on the GTX 1650 Super. It's finally here. It's the MSI Gaming X version of the GPU with 2 fans, 4 GB, and paired up with the i5-12400F and 32 GB of DDR4 memory running at 3200 MHz. And nothing is overclocked. Latest NVIDIA driver. That's it. So I'll be testing the game out on 1080p because it only has 4 GB of VRAM. I hope it runs good. And I'll also try to do the MFG mod test if it even works. So let's jump into it and see if it's going to be well optimized for 4 GB GPUs. So we're in the game and I'm going to go to graphics, which is on 1080p. You're using the same preset that I used on the 2080. So it was the perfect settings for playing it on the 2080, but I don't know, man. It's not using any upscaling. It's just native settings. No upscaling resolution used here and no frame gen. So like everything is maxed out pretty much, except some of the settings which are set to medium and high. It was the same case on the 2080, but that card has 8 GB of VRAM. This one only has 4 GB. But it is surprisingly smooth. Huh. Okay. Wait a minute. No way. Get it 30 FPS on these medium to high settings without any upscaling? Really? Wow. You can see we're absolutely maxing out the GPU. But man, 40 FPS, I was not expecting this at all. I was thinking like maybe on all low settings we might get something like this, but this is crazy, man. 70 milliseconds. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna load in the boss fight, even though I already beat the boss. You know, it's the best place to benchmark the game, you know. But wow, 40 FPS with only upscaling on almost all high settings. It's kind of crazy, man. But yeah, in here we're only getting 30 FPS, but it's still wild. You're getting this much. So, man, this game is just super well optimized. If we are getting 30 FPS in here, it's like a kind of playable. I'm not gonna lie. So if I use some upscaling from FSR 3 to 3 balanced, does it make any worse? Still 31 FPS, so I don't think we are gonna gain anything from it. Still, now it looks even worse than the native settings, so I don't think it's a good idea to do this. I think you're better off playing the game. Oh, now it's 19 to 25 FPS. But yeah, now it looks kind of terrible though, I'm not gonna lie. So I think having FSR is a bad idea and just keep it to off. Maybe 50% image quality. I'm gonna make it. Oh no. Even with that, you're not gaining anything much, you know, we're still stuck to 32 FPS, so I don't know, man. Whatever you do, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference, you know. It's gonna be the same is what I feel like. 30 FPS, so I don't think we can do anything with this. Only getting 30 FPS even with this, so what if I just put it back to 100% and then maybe use frame gen? That requires 6.28 GB of VRAM and we are working with 4 GB. Even with that, you're only getting 30 FPS, upscaled from 17. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna see any difference, guys, with these settings. It feels even worse because we are like playing on 16 FPS instead of actual 30. Wow, that was a major stutter too. So enabling frame gen is a terrible idea, guys. Not a good idea at all. You better just keep it off and have it on native settings. Seems to be the best way to do it. And I'm gonna go back to the main menu and turn everything to low settings and see if that's gonna make any difference. It's stuttering really bad though. It's only doing a 194 damage. That's pretty terrible. Is it playable? I mean, not really. You can see we're playing with the 90 milliseconds latency, so it's not super smooth whatsoever, but is it doable? I mean, again, not really. We will have to turn down the settings for sure. But again, it's really amazing to see the game running like this on medium to high settings. You know what? So let me go back to the main menu and actually turn everything to low and then come back. I might make it more playable, maybe, you know, at least 45 to 50 FPS. I'm gonna go to low and now frame gen latency. It's not gonna matter much. Hair quality, I think. Oh, hair quality does play a big role. Look at that. You're saving about 1 GB of VRAM on that. Texture quality, let's go to the lowest one. 250 megabytes. Texture filtering is not going to do anything much, so just keep it on 4x. Mesh quality, keep it low. Shadow quality, low. Lowest. Shadow cache, off. Contact shadows, off. Effects quality, low. Video quality, full HD. Anti-aliasing, then we can keep it on TAA. Ambient occlusion off. Volumetric lighting, off. No bloom, no screen space reflections, no subsurface scattering, and no lens flare. No depth of field either. Okay. Even that, we're like in the red zone. You know what? Let me just put this to trilinear, because why not? Okay. Wow. And now with that, we can get 60 FPS. Damn. But that's inside the area though. It's going to be pretty much different when you're outside. Okay, now you're outside again, and look at this. 45 FPS, much better with 50 milliseconds. But the game looks kind of terrible, but man, this is still really impressive, man. 50 FPS, much more smoother and responsive. And the stuttering has also got minimalized by a big margin, so I can hit the shots really well too. 42 FPS, guys. 715 and one more, come on. 816, there you go. Pretty good. So, on all low settings, you can actually make the game playable. On a 1650 Super, wow. Now what if I use frame generation? Maybe get to 60 FPS? Actually get to... I mean, yeah, it's pretty much the same, man. So, literally... like no use of turning on frame gen. How did he hit me with that? Yeah, enabling frame gen is pretty useless because now you're like losing out on the latency, you know. So this is pretty terrible. The enable frame gen is not going to help. It's a hindrance more than a useful thing. Woo. So yeah, it's just turn off frame gen, guys. That's the best way to do it. And even with upscaling, I don't think it's going to be a good idea. Maybe with ultra performance, now it's finally on the yellow zone, not even red. I'm going to keep the frame gen off. It's going to look absolutely terrible. Even just barely getting 50 FPS. So there's like pretty much no advantage on enabling these settings. And the game looks absolutely horrible on these settings. I say just turn off FSR, man, and then keep the image quality 100% just like it was. If I turn off NVIDIA Reflex, and then maybe also anti-aliasing. Now, oh my god, the edges look extremely jagged. Doesn't look good at all. Look at that. Still getting around the same FPS, 44 to 50, 45. Yeah, guys, so from those settings to this is... the FPS gains are like pretty minimal. So keeping it to whatever it was before is the best idea. You know what I mean? Man, again, I'm quite surprised the way it works. You can get almost 45 to 50 FPS on these settings. It's kind of impressive, man, 4 GB GPUs. But yeah, I think that's it, man. I don't think I need to show you guys anything further. This is the lowest I can go. And maybe on 720p it's going to be slightly better. I don't know. And 720p is the lowest I can go. And that will get you to 54, not even, still not enough for 60 FPS. So you guys can see. Still using 4 GB of VRAM. So if you guys are trying to play this game on a 4 GB GPU, this is how it's gonna be. 53. 58, we can get kinda close to 60 FPS, but not quite enough though. And look at that, man, look at the image quality. It's so bad. Yeah, I would want to play like this, man, like on 720p, because you're not like you're barely getting 5 to 6 FPS increase from going 1080p, from going 1080p to 720p. So just keep it to 1080p and play with the settings that we were on at first, and that's pretty much it, man. And again, this is only this intensive in this boss fight. In the indoor areas, it's going to be more than say 70 FPS like you just saw, so that's good too. I think that's enough for the base game. Now let's try adding the FrameGen mod and see how that goes. Alright, so these are the two DLL files that you need to download to make this work. If you guys don't know how to make it work, just to watch my previous video on the 2080. I did the same thing, so copy this version.dll, it's in the Pragmata, now your framework, paste it in Pragmata, and all you gotta do is just launch the game, and then it should work. But since it's a 4 GB GPU, I don't know, we have to see. Okay, it's launching. There it is, it's working, so we're good. And you can see on the top left, you have the RE framework UI and everything, so. And again, this is not gonna make a huge difference, I don't think so, because we are pretty much VRAM bottlenecked, even with the base game. So having DLSS FrameGen, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna switch it back to 1080p, and then have anti-aliasing set to TIA. We need something to make it look good, and use FrameGen, and there it is. We do have DLSS, so I'm gonna start off on 3x and see if that's gonna make any difference. So the mod works, you can see, but is it good enough though? 71 FPS upscale from 23 on 3x FrameGen, and it feels really terrible. And you can see the UI elements stuttering too. So it's not the best looking visuals, because you know you definitely need more VRAM to make it work properly. And over here you can barely get to 60 FPS with 3x FrameGen, but it still looks pretty. I mean, it feels really bad. Doesn't feel snappy at all. You know, I'm getting 57 FPS, and now it looks. Look at the UI. It is so jittery. Look at that. It's not gonna stay still. It's jumping all over the place. So on 3x FrameGen, pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. Even on 4x, it's gonna be even worse. It's not gonna help at all. You can get 65 FPS upscale from 16. So that is absolutely terrible. And yeah, now everything looks much worse as well. So 61 FPS on 1080p. Oh my god, it's so hard to aim. Yeah, this is a nightmare, guys. Not worth playing at all like this. Better to just have them off. Even the hacking screen, it takes about a second to load up. Yeah, man, this is terrible. Not worth it. Okay. So what are we gonna do? So it's running really bad on these settings. So the only way to do it is maybe some upscaling FSR. If you put it to DLSS, anything is gonna just crash. So that's a bad idea. So I'm back in the game again. I'm gonna see if it's a good idea to. No, if you put it on DLSS, it's just gonna crash. Okay. Alright, so I'm not gonna even try that. Okay, I'm not gonna try DLSS. I'm just gonna keep it on FSR. Actually, we need DLSS to see if it's gonna work or not. So I'm just gonna turn off frame generation right now. Nah, I don't know, man. I mean, if you enable DLSS, it's just gonna straight crash to the desktop. So, yeah. So I can't even use any upscaling on that. So I think I'll just stop it right there. You guys saw, it's not worth it enabling FrameGen in the game with the 1650 Super, because you know I only got 4 GB of VRAM. It's barely enough to even run the game on base settings. So not worth it in my opinion, guys. So if you want to play the game on 1650 Super, the best way to do it is the base game and native, no upscaling. Just keep it to native TAA and then have it 100% resolution scaling. That's it. Don't even turn on any FrameGen. Just pure rasterization performance on the lowest settings, and that's how you play it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the 1650 Super in Pragmata. It runs better than I expected. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more benchmarks. I hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. Catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy and peace out.